Hello students. Today we are going to understand the concept of plagiarism. So what do we mean by plagiarism? How we are going to avoid plagiarism? So these many things we are going to cover in this lecture. So I've already made a document for you to refer. So we are going to understand the concept of plagiarism and the consequences of the same from that particular document only. Okay. So let me share that document with you. Okay. So first of all, the general meaning of plagiarism is that you are going to copy someone else's work. Okay. The simple example for that is if the student is copying the assignment from some other student's assignment. Okay. So that means that if you are going to copy the assignment of someone else, then you are plagiarizing someone else's work. Okay, so let us understand the basic concept and what are the possible consequences for that particular thing. Okay, so plagiarism is making use of other people's ideas, words, creative works, and expressions without giving credit or otherwise listing the source of the information. So, suppose if you are going to copy the assignment of your friend, that obviously you are not going to mention it in front of us that, okay, ma'am or sir, I copied this student's assignment. Okay, so you are not going to give the credit to that student that, okay, I copied from that particular student. So that means you did plagiarism. Okay, so plagiarism is stealing. You are going to steal someone else's work and you are going to put your name on his or her work. Okay, so plagiarism is also misrepresentation and includes handing in someone else's work, ideas, or answers as your own. So you are going to pretend that, ma'am, this is my assignment, but eventually you did copy the assignment from your friend. So that means you did plagiarism. You plagiarized your friend's work. Okay. So that is illegal. That is unethical. So obviously there are some consequences. If I get to know that you copied the assignment, so obviously I'm going to punish you for that or giving you some extra work for that. Okay. So what are the possible consequences for plagiarism? So those of us in academic settings are aware that plagiarism has its consequences. हमें भी पता है that plagiarism has its consequences. So students who plagiarize run the risk of flunking assignments or entire courses and even possibly expulsion from the university. University can expel the students if you are going to plagiarize someone else's work. So at ISU, cases of student plagiarism fall into the category of academic misconduct and are subjects to ISU's Code of Student Disciplinary Regulations. There are some rules and regulations. If you are going to plagiarize someone else's work, then what are going to happen to you? Okay, so cases of suspected academic misconduct are forwarded to the Dean of Students and the Judicial Affairs Offices, where appropriate sanctions are determined on a case-by-case basis. How many cases, the number of cases are actually filed of plagiarism through them. Okay, so faculty, authors, and researchers who plagiarize risk losing their jobs and their professional standings also. If I'm going to copy someone else's research without taking their name, then also the consequence, I have to define that consequences. So the national news and the Chronicle of Higher Education contains stories of what has happened to unethical faculty and researchers nationwide. Regardless of rank, being found guilty of plagiarism comes with serious consequences, and one can also lose the job or the authority also. Okay, so there are some practices through which you can avoid the plagiarism. At some point, you also didn't know that you are copied the assignment or you are copied the work or research of someone else. Okay, so there are some best practices to avoid plagiarism. I've already mentioned in the document. There are many ways to avoid plagiarism, including developing good research habits, good time management, and taking responsibility for your own learning. If you are going to research for something, you have to take credit for that. So listed below are some specific tips. So there are 4 to 5 tips through which you can avoid the plagiarism. Okay, so don't procrastinate with your research and assignment. So that means if you want to research on some particular topic, if you really want to do the research, it will take some time. Okay, so good research takes time. Procrastinating makes it likely you will run out of time or be unduly pressured to finish. If you have the pressure to finish some work, so obviously you are going to copy from Google or you are going to copy someone else's work. So if you have enough time to research your work, to do your work, then this particular thing won't happen with you. So plan your research well in advance. You already have your timetable that at what time I can do my research. So do that in advance and seek help when needed from your professor, from librarians and the Academic Success Center staff and other campus support staff. So with the help of these many people, you can conduct the research very easily and you can complete your task with before due date. Okay. The next thing, own work. If you aren't sure about how to complete an assignment, how to get started, or what your teacher's expectations are, talk with your professor. If you don't know what to do in your assignment, if you don't know how to do that particular thing in your assignment, then talk to your professor, talk to your teacher, talk to your librarian or any other person, or even talk to your friend that okay, I'm not going to understand what I have to do, so can you guide me, can you explain me that what I have to do. So in that way, you don't need to copy someone else's work. Okay. The next thing is take careful notes throughout your research process and as you begin drafting your paper. So if you've already taken the notes, it will be easy for you to refer that when you need. So one good practice is to clearly label within your notes the ideas that your own. Okay. And ideas and words from others also. You'll need this information for your reference list or citations anyway, so you'll benefit from good organization from the beginning. So if you are going to, if you are already labeled the work, so whenever you want to refer that particular work, you can refer that. Okay. Cite your sources. Always cite the other people's work. If you are referring someone else's work, research, you cannot do research from the air. Okay. So you have to follow some people, you have to follow some other research papers. So always cite them. Cite that means you have to credit them. You have to give credit to them that I am referring. I am referring your document. I am not copying from your document. Okay, so that is the general term of citation. Okay, and understand good paraphrasing. So what do you mean by paraphrasing? Simply using synonyms or scrambling an author's words and phrases and then using these rewrites uncredited in your work is plagiarism. If you're going to just change the word or just replace that people work with some synonym work, some synonym word, that also be plagiarism, plain and simple. Okay, so good paraphrasing requires that you understand the original source. If you are referring any source, that is allowed, but you have to typically actually understand that particular original source, that you use your own words to summarize a point or a concept. That won't be plagiarism. Okay, so this is all about plagiarism. Now you know that you are not going to copy someone else's work. You are not going to copy or you are not going to steal someone else's work. Okay, you know the best practice, to avoid the plagiarism, and you know that what are the possible consequences for that. Okay, thank you.